This is the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish, founder of Abish Financial Services.
We see a lot of successful do-it-yourself investors, but there's a major difference between pedal to the metal, getting up that retirement mountain, and then descending down the mountain safely into retirement.
You've worked hard your whole life to earn and save. Now you need a plan to make that money work hard for you.
Hang in there, and the markets will come back, and we're in the same boat as you. Is not comforting for someone who is 58, 65, 72, and there have got to be better ways to do things, and there are.
Abe is here to help you unlock the keys to your retirement.
I was watching on the Today Show. They were talking about how the cherry blossoms are due to bud and flourish early this year. And I am here for it because
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's been a mild, warmer February than usual. I mean,
it's been crazy.
It's been nice. I've got spring fever now. I'm ready for spring. Bring it on.
Sure.
Bring it on.
For sure.
Who needs the snow and ice? Come on now.
Not me. As a person who survived 4 winters in Blacksburg, Virginia, as a Virginia Tech graduate, proud Hokie. Don't miss the winters. It's not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. I'm ready for the spring. I'm ready for everything that spring brings.
Yeah. It's unfortunately, one of the things we don't like so much is tax season. That is just around the corner. There is lots of work to be done. I know, right? Sorry. But when it comes to tax planning and thinking long term and focusing on the years ahead, the good news is that there are strategies that Abe and his team can help you put in place, working to reduce those future tax obligations, all while helping you protect that money you work so hard to earn and save. And something else that's been something nice to enjoy these past few weeks of winter, Abe, is the market rally that we've been seeing. It's been interesting. I almost feel like everybody's been warning. I don't really know what to make of the headlines that are coming out of Wall Street, but one strategist is predicting that we should not expect this rally to last very long. Matt Malley tells CNBC the market cannot stay at these levels. Here's Matt.
Even if we don't fall into recession, when you got a market that's trading at 19 times earnings, it has to come back down to fairly valued. Remember what happened in 2000 to 2003. We had one of the mildest recessions in history, and yet the stock market still got clobbered. Why? Because it started at an incredibly high valuation level, extremely high valuation, and it just takes much longer for it to get back down to fairly valued.
So with so many different signals coming from the financial world, Abe, what are you seeing for the rest of this year, and how should we expect it to impact our retirement plans?
You know, Heather, our beliefs are kind of in line with what a lot of economists are predicting. And look, we can speculate all we want, but our beliefs are kind of the thought that, you know, the Federal Reserve is continuing to raise rates. They're going to continue to raise rates probably 2, maybe 3 more times. While they're raising rates, a lot of people don't know that they're tightening and removing cash from the system and the economy at the same time each month at about $100 billion per month.
Okay.
This is the opposite that stoked this stock market craze, and the stock market went crazy and then obviously caused 40 or higher inflation at the same time. 3 years ago, the Federal Reserve lowered rates to almost zero and pumped in almost $7 trillion of cash. Well, now they're doing the opposite. They've got a couple more rate increases. They're tightening at the same time. Lots of layoffs happening. We're probably going to see continued volatility and choppiness probably through the first half of 2023 until this slows down or stops.
Okay.
When that happens, the markets are going to love it, I think, and we could start to see things turn around. However, at that point, we would probably hit a new low, and it could take a while to climb out of that hole. Sometimes it takes years. And so what we might see in 2023 is this new low and, the continued downward pressure, markets turning back around second half of the year, only to end up 2023 where we started off 2023, which is right around 4,000 on the S&P 500. So put on your seatbelts and hold on, fasten those seatbelts right, have a plan, control what you can. You can't control what the Fed's going to do and everything that's going on in the financial world out there, but you can control your own financial future to a large degree by putting together a plan, by reducing risk, by putting together an income generating plan, by focusing in on taxes and trying to lower and mitigate taxes as much as possible. And this is exactly why we just had a couple call into the show from Fairfax, Virginia. They live in Fairfax, and they also live down at a lake in North Carolina. They've got a few $1 million saved. A great job of accumulating. They're fully retired, living the life. They're a 6 to a 7 on our risk scale. And they came in, Heather, because they have several problems. Number one, they've got RMDs right around the corner in about 2 to 3 years. So they're concerned with strategies around these forced IRS RMDs and what to do about them, because their entire lives they've saved and they've put money away, and now they're being forced by the government to pull dollars out because they bought into this myth, right, that taxes would be lower. And so they stuffed all these accounts, TSPs and 401ks, with pre-tax dollars, and they've got these forced distributions coming out here soon. They're also concerned with taxes because, again, buying into that myth that taxes would be lower in retirement, all of their dollars, almost all of their dollars, are in pre-taxed accounts, and they are concerned that in 2026, the tax code is scheduled to revert back. Taxes are scheduled to go up, and even if they go up by 1% or 2%, that's 1 to 2% more in tax you might be paying down the road than today. No income plan, no plan for distributions. Here's $2 million. And
are they already retired?
They're already retired.
How are they making it? How are they paying bills?
Let me tell you, Heather, this is a huge difference between our firm and the way we put together a retirement plan and most of the big box firms out there. Most of the big box firms out there don't want their clients spending money. They don't want their clients taking money out of the retirement plans because that's less money that they can manage. Well, it's the opposite for us. We want to help our clients create an income-generating retirement plan that they can, if they want, spend down every last penny until the check bounces.
That's the whole point of saving all of that money.
Absolutely. And so further, I knew that was true for this couple because they have a few children. The children are really successful, and they don't want to pass on any money really to the children because they're so successful they don't need it.
Got it.
And the children are telling the parents, you guys spend this money. You worked hard for it. You worked a long time for it.
Yeah.
Spend it and enjoy it in your go-go years. For all these reasons, this couple from Fairfax called into the show, set up a series of meetings with us, and then eventually came on board from a big box firm to set up a proper plan for this next season of their life, to set up a phase 2 income-focused retirement plan. So that was a solution for them. Comprehensive phase 2 income-focused plan. We protected 30% of their life savings from losses, basically got those monies out of the market. We're starting to do tax planning and conversions from pre-tax dollars into Roths. Matter of fact, with the Weiss IRA, we can actually wipe it out over the next 3 years, convert the whole thing into Roths at about $50K per year. That eliminates her entire RMDs forever, on that IRA, going all into the Roth. And we're going to create an income generating plan that they can enjoy, right, from their hard work this last 30 to 40 years.
Abe, thinking about these folks that you work with every single day in your offices and how so many intelligent people come to you, and it's surprising, I guess it shouldn't be surprising, but a little bit alarming, what people don't know. And there was this article on Business Insider talking about retired people. They asked them what they wish they had known when they began the planning, saving, and strategizing process for when they stopped working. And they actually shared mistakes that they had made. So I wanted to get your opinions on some of these top mistakes that they admitted, and also ask about the mistakes you see in your office at Abish Financial Services.
Sure, Heather. There were 3 of them that the article spoke about specifically. Number 1, not taking on too much risk in a portfolio. So if someone had to do it over and they're getting closer to retirement or in retirement, they would have taken on less risk, which would actually give them, a little more sleep insurance, if you will. Don't put off saving so long. In other words, I hear people say all the time, man, Abe, I wish I met you, 5 or 10 years ago, and I wish that I would have saved more and started earlier than I have now because I would have so much more saved. Time is so powerful. Everybody has it. An equal amount of time, and taking advantage of it, maxing out 401ks, saving as much as we can, taking advantage of the match, saving as young and early as we can really, really can pay off. And then finally, the third part of the article was talking about not overlooking the power of passive income. And, when I think of passive income, I think of passive income from our portfolios. It can be from stock portfolios and our portfolios in general. It can be from a real estate portfolio. And we just had a gentleman call in who was a great example of generating amazing passive income from his portfolio. This gentleman is 70 years old. He lives in both Florida and Arlington, Virginia. He's got $3+ million saved, Heather. Again, fantastic job of accumulating. Just so common here in the Northern Virginia, DC metro area. Done really well with real estate as well. So that $3 million does not include all of the properties and rental investments that he has. Probably another $4, $5, $6 million in real estate that he just acquired year over year, investing and saving as he worked. And so much so that he has, I believe, around $10,000 a month in passive rental real estate income, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
The thing is that we find, Heather, as all of our clients are primarily 55 to 75. And so this gentleman has about 20 properties in his portfolio.
Yeah.
And the thing we find is that a lot of our clients start to say, well, this has gotten to be too much.
Yeah.
Even though I have property managers and things like that, I want to start downsizing and getting rid of these properties. And what he has done, which a handful of our clients have done, is he has 1031 these properties into essentially another real estate trust or real estate portfolio where he can hold real estate and invest in real estate without actually holding and owning the physical buildings.
Okay.
So he'll do it through a trust. And so he called into the show because his stuff was everywhere.
Sure.
I mean, $3 million in cash and investments, another $6 million in real estate.
Right.
Fantastic job. But there was just no cohesion, no rhyme or reason to his plan, just a big bucket of wealth. He had some annuities here. He had investments with a big box firm and then obviously his real estate investments. Mm-hmm. So he's looking to consolidate. He was looking to move as much under one roof as he could where he could get advice and opinions from one firm on the entire plan, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Instead of getting competing opinions, he wanted to create a plan that he felt might be more appropriate for this season of his life. He too was concerned that, hey, I've done so well, but I would like and I believe that I can create even more income, which he could, from all the money he has. So what we did for him, Heather, which we do for so many people, is we built out a portfolio X-ray and analysis to show him where he stood with his entire plan and all of his investments. What are the costs? What is the risk? What is the potential upside if you continue investing this way? What's the potential downside? How would your portfolio fare in another 2008 or Great Recession environment? Is what you're investing in today and is your plan today appropriate for this next season of your life heading into phase 2 while you've already won the game? In other words, he's investing as if he's still 50 years old. Is that still appropriate? If you're listening right now and you sound a little bit like this gentleman and you've done really well accumulating and building wealth for yourself and your family, but you don't have cohesion, you don't have a comprehensive plan that you can follow, we want to offer you that same portfolio X-ray and analysis we offered to this gentleman so he could make good decisions about his financial future. So if this sounds like you and you have these similar concerns, go to retirementkeyradio.com, click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page, and we can begin to have these same conversations with you as well.
Thanks for listening to the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish. To learn more about Abish Financial Services, visit retirementkeyradio.com. And join Abe for his radio show, The Retirement Key, Saturdays at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. on WMAL.
Investment advisory services offered through Abish Financial Wealth Management, LLC, number 310633, a registered investment advisor firm. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Abraham Abish is licensed in your state, please call 571-577-9968. Abish Financial Services is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Abish Financial Services, Inc., Virginia Insurance License number 127820.